Alright, Crystal, you're gonna be the first person who gets to hear a video that I make using my new microphone. So, let's see how it sounds. Now, in answer to your question regarding the sound isolation shit, so here's what you have to start with. You can use like an online YouTube to MP3 video converter, and the problem with those is that they are inconsistent, and then also they're prone to like viruses and shit, so it's much better if you can do it on your own. This software that I have on the screen here is Final Cut Pro, which is specific to Apple devices. This is what I use, and this is like the premium one, and I use it because I got it for free, so it's not because I'm like a baller or anything like that. But you can do this same shit, in like iMovie, which even if you, since you don't have an Apple computer, but you can, at least they used to give iMovie for free on Apple devices, like iPad and iPhone and shit. Like, you can get the app on there. I imagine that they still give those for free, and it operates relatively the same. The key for something like this, right, is that you have your particular audio that you're looking for, right?
Meet me at the exfil for a blowjob.
Okay. Okay. So first, we don't want to have too much excess. Okay. So we're just kind of trimming the clip down a little bit here. Okay. Let's go close. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what's called slicing right here, which is gonna get rid of the excess part. So if we get rid of this, now all we have left is this part. Okay. So one of the problems I can tell you that we're likely to run into is there's this kind of like a drum sound in the background. Although, see, I'm trying to not clear my throat while I'm on camera. Usually when I have done this before, it is with male vocals, which are, often, share the same frequency bands as drum sounds. Because this is a woman's voice, you might actually be more successful with it. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna export file, and I'm gonna, OBS doesn't show like menus and shit, so I'm just gonna show you a screenshot. Okay. Oh, where did it go? Screenshot. Properties. Unload image when not showing. I don't know what that means. See, and this is my problem sometimes with this goddamn, they put so much goddamn shit everywhere, motherfucking shit. Okay, whatever, I guess I can't show you. Yes. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to export the I'm going to export as an audio file so that it only exports the audio. Okay. Now, let's switch over. I don't know why sometimes these things, it's like taking like for fucking ever to show on the goddamn window, you know. Window. There we go. Okay. Too much shit. Okay, so this is a free application that is called Ocean Audio. So I have loaded in your file. So let's give it a listen. If I properties, you know, I don't know where the fuck. You know, desktop audio is here, right? 0 dB. Properties enable device. You know, default device. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Okay, whatever. So.
Thanks, Raider. Meet me at the exfil for a blowjob.
Okay, what about that? Can I hear myself? Okay. Cannot. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to see. Anyway. So, you'll notice that there are two. I wonder if I can highlight them separately. No. Oh, hang on a second. I have something. Alright, look at that. Now I got a motherfucking arrow and shit. Okay. Now I can point at stuff despite OBS's best efforts to thwart me. Okay. So, this top part here is the audio waveform. Right? And then the part on the bottom here is the spectral waveform. And the reason that there are two of them is because this is a stereo sound file, which means that we have a left and a right channel. Okay, so all of this is the one sound. Okay. And then let me double check actually before I give you all this advice. Is Ocean Audio available on Windows? Ocean Audio is fully available. Okay, perfect. So you'll be able to use this. So when it comes to eliminating background noise and shit, there's not like an easy automated way to do it, right? But the reason that I'm showing you Ocean Audio, one is because it's free, but two because I think that the interface is a bit smoother and it's a bit easier to work with than a lot of other file or apps and shit. So even though you can't see this, there is an effects menu up at the top. Alright, and we are going to do a filter. Oh no, actually, you can even do... Okay, equalization. That would probably be better. So I'm choosing a 31 band equalizer. Alright, yeah, you have to have this shit highlighted, I think. Okay. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. Damn it. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. I think the best way to do this is going to be a screen recording instead of using OBS. So now you should be able to see everything, right? So when I highlighted the waveform here, or the track, and I go to effects, equalization, 31 band graphic equalizer, because basically what you're trying to do is eliminate the bands, the frequency bands, where the unwanted sound exists, while maintaining the bands, where the desired sound exists. So the easiest way usually to do this is open up your equalizer, right, and turn every single frequency band all the way down, and then let's loop the audio so we don't have to keep on pressing play over and over again. Okay, so now you notice you don't hear anything because I have it turned off. So let's just start at 800. Okay, there's a little hint of a sound here, but we're going to go a little higher. Okay. Now let's see if we can eliminate some of that static. Okay, we don't want that one. So she's around this range. Okay, so that sounds like that's our main one around 5K there. 4K. So our static starts coming back quite a bit right there. Okay, so as you can see, it's not perfect, and we can increase the volume with what we have left here. Alright. Now with some of these, you can see, you know, you might be able to eliminate some of the static a little bit. I think if you can highlight a part that's just static, and you can try to smooth it a bit. But you can also try other types of filters. So let's do like a high pass filter here. We're going to do the same thing, a loop. Yeah, let's do a band pass actually. So what this means is that the band, right, this is the lower end frequency and the higher end frequency. So from the low end to the high end, we allow those frequencies. We allow that range to pass, you know, essentially, so that we can still hear it. You know, so you know, I think that's probably as close as we're gonna get here. So you know, anyway, So that's how the process works. You usually are not gonna get it 100%, at least not with the tools that I have. But um, you can get it to the point that you're not gonna notice too much of a difference, in the background and shit. So yeah, there you go.